that. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall. I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go. You don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? My window. They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a. She an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car.
From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They'll run. This is Darrell Henderson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. Give him 52 yards on the ground.
First down, Los Angeles.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England. The Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a 1st down. Henderson now on 1st and 10. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage and that's it. Officially no gain on the play and it's 2nd down.
At the Niners 13-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Goff. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And his kick here is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 23. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a play fake. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week, now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Third and long. It's gone. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
What? 120.
On 1st down, it's Henderson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down, L.A. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henderson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Gone. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll make it 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, that the whole month of December is still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here we go. 180. 59. And watch your leg. Tighten up, tighten up.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. A shotgun snap for Gone. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
50 seconds to Mike. Keep it up, defense.
Throwing on third. Goff. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Mostert. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. He's going to go for it. He's got him in. Complete. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
At the Rams' 30-yard line.
Here we go, set, 90, wolf. 6 man. Step.
On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Check 52. 2. Hey, gun.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Garoppolo. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike, here we go. 180. Stop your body. Check 13.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone set.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here we go,
So
here we
now
go, here we go.
20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
12, fellas, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Out of the gun. Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
We go tonight. 20. 56. I got one.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Henderson, and he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Go!
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Mostert. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. That's the end of the...
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Check hot route.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
21. You gonna see me in your nightmare. 58's the money.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now Garoppolo. Got his target, Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line.
But we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Coleman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner, because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, one more.
From the 50, it's gone. Over the middle, he finds Henderson, complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line.
First down, Rams.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Goff throwing completes a cup, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
On first down, it's Henderson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, tonight. 180.
Goff now to throw. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the side.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Back to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Completes it to Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
This is Mostert. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check, white. 11.
To throw is Garoppolo. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Stay focused. Come on. All right. I got you.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now it's Henderson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for Los Angeles, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for San Francisco, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.